Last time on DragonBall Z.
Bada boom, there is the time capsule. This is a knife. I said this is a knife. Oh, insert the meme here, insert the... He is a 3-person Namekian now. Hey guys, Saxdude26 here, and this guy is the one who's been killing everyone in Gingertown. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Ball Z, the Legacy of Goku 2. And this guy knows our name, and he's saying we're okay. 1, there are way too many people in this head already. 3 people, it's getting crowded. 2, the last time someone knew our name, they were connected to the Red Ribbon Army, so I don't trust you particularly. 3, we're a Super Namek now, so we're technically not Piccolo anymore. 4, guess who our next boss is? This guy. Last time, Piccolo fused with Kami and we unlocked our true hidden potential once again. Now we are fighting the murderer of Gingertown. All I can suggest is fighting this guy at close range is not always the best idea. If you're gonna do it, do a couple of punches and then get away as far as possible. Because, he does more than just punch, and the closer you are to him, the bigger a problem he can be. I don't know if it's gonna become a... Oh, that's what I was afraid of! He can absorb things with his tail. That's going to be a relevant thing once we get through this fight, but yeah. Melee is something you want to avoid because he absorbs energy. Not in the same way as androids 19 and 20, but still in a way that can be a problem. Also, we've powered down now. Oh, yep, cancel our power down. Sure, extra Super Namek, that's fine. I'm fine with that, thank you. I want to scan you though. Yeah, I'm gonna not let that come on screen because that's a spoiler. Yeah, let's not show that off. But yeah, this guy is our current boss and he hits like a tank if you let him hit you too much, which is why being a Super Namek as much as possible is good. Also, fighting him from an energy distance is probably a good move, so I'm gonna try and do that as much as possible. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Even if it just means I'm doing that. Actually, no, I don't have enough energy for Scatter Shot. Because it's basically using 3 super-powered energy blasts, you need a decent amount of energy to actually use Scatter Shot. And using it on a boss is not necessarily the best strategy unless you time it just right that all 3 hits will actually collide with the boss. And because of how close he keeps getting, I don't want to risk being within melee range because of how he uses his tail to heal. So, I'm thinking let's avoid using Scatter Shot and let's just focus on punching him and then using energy blasts. There we go! Now, who are you and what kind of twisted mind would send to think you in a time machine? So, this guy was indeed the thing that came out of the cicada shell, and he's charging a Kamehameha wave? Yep. And there goes our arm. Fun. Face it, Piccolo, time's up. Without your arm, you're no match for me. Anyway, but good-o. What do you mean? You'll be absorbed into perfection, so... Okay, before I submit to you on my final request, who are you? And I can sense Goku's energy and Frieza's and Vegeta's in you. Not just knowledge of who people are, but energy as well. This guy is Cell. He is a super android created by Dr. Gero in an effort to create something more perfect and permanently learning than androids 19 and 20. The project was far too complex for what he could create in his lifetime, so he left his computer in the lab to be continuing the surveillance work that led to the research that made androids 19 and himself as 20. Basically, there is a supercomputer still doing the research now that is in a secret bunker outside of Dr. Gero's lab. Piccolo is pushing for more questions. Why did he come to this time? So, this guy, Cell, is from a different timeline to Trunks. He cannot realize his full power just from absorbing humans. Androids 17 and 18, as perfected androids with unlimited sources of energy, basically are like pieces of a puzzle that complete his form. In his timeline, Cell has killed Trunks, and Trunks has murdered androids 17 and 18, which means he's come to this timeline to try and absorb them here. Kind of interesting, huh? So, the androids and Trunks are on completely different levels in each of the 3 timelines. Cell's sense of righteousness is basically being pushed towards full completion. Also, Piccolo can regenerate limbs! He technically did it after the fight with Raditz, but because of the fact that it was abridged for Legacy of Goku 1, we never saw it, but yeah, he can regenerate his limbs because, yeah, stuff happens. And Cell should have known better, because that's always been a thing. Also, Trunks and Krillin are here! Look at that thing! It must have been the thing that came out of the capsule! Good deduction, Trunks! And Cell knows who Trunks is! Krillin's like, what? Piccolo's like, I have to destroy this thing. If the puny Kamehameha is all you can do, good-o then. And Cell's just gonna fly off. We just let him go, and then Vegeta shows up. Oh, you can't be Piccolo. There's no way the real Piccolo could have this fighting energy. I fused with Kami. But what? And Tien. Yeah, I got here as soon as I could. Piccolo, Kami, what do I call you? You can call me Piccolo. Okay, so we've gone from Piccolo to the Namek to Piccolo. So, we are back to Piccolo again. We have 2 choices. Track down Cell, find 17 and 18. Well, what are we gonna do? First, we have to go to Dr. Giro's lab. Because we gotta destroy that bunker. We have now regained control of Trunks. So at the moment, Trunks is level 29, Piccolo is level 30 and has some healing to do, and Gohan is level 25. So we've got a lot of things on our plate to sort out, because Cell is going to be rampantly looking for androids 17 and 18. First things first, we want to go and destroy the secret bunker in Dr. Giro's lab, but I'm going to keep to the promise of the thing that I said I was going to try and do at the end of last part, and I'm actually going to go and get the bait for the old man who was fishing in Ginger Town. Because, as it is, Gohan needs to do some leveling up as well, because sooner or later, people are going to start getting well ahead of him, and we don't really want that. So, I'm going to send Gohan to the West City Apartments. The West City Apartments? No, the rural district, right next to the Warlord's Keep. And then, what do we do after that? We've got a couple of options, actually, and I'm thinking now might actually be a good time to go back and do the... I'll decide as we go. First, I've got to remember which house I'm going to. Is it this one? No. Oh, there are more houses up here, that's right. Cool. Middle house, there we go. Hello, ma'am. He forgot his bait, right? Let me check this trunk. Lovely! Here you go. We've got the fishing bait. Okay, Gohan. Time to head back to Ginger Town. Speedy, go fast! Back through the highway. Okay, Gohan is back in Ginger Town. First things first, let's get to that save point. Now that we've dealt with the first fight with Cell, because he's sure to come back, and first things first, let's go back through these mercenaries and make our way to where the fisherman is. So, we need to take this opportunity to train Gohan a bit, and then... Oi! Oi! Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous! Long story short, basically, I'm thinking, let's deliver this bait, and then we might actually go back to Southern Continent to get everyone back up to level 30. Because I know we need to go after this lab, but I mean... Level 26. Like, this game is renowned for, padding things out, and taking a couple of side routes as we go. Wait! Hey there, mister. We have the fishing bait for you. Albie, this bait is what I've been trying to fish up. Okay, thank you. Ooh, gold capsule. Nice. Always need some more of those. Now, what does that put our count at? 18. Hang on a minute. Ah. I saw one last part and I didn't even bother to get it when Piccolo had easy access to it. Okay, now we gotta backtrack back to the area outside of Ginger Town so we can get the one that I could have got as Piccolo at the start of the part. Whoops. Level 27, thank you! Awesome, level 28. Cool. Back in through the front of Gingertown. Should be right to here. And then I think it was just around the corner was where we saw it before. Somewhere around here-ish. I think it was there. There we go. So there's the gold capsule. Let's just make absolutely sure that there isn't anything else just tucked away here somewhere. No, there's a house there. And I think that's it actually. We'll just make absolutely sure there isn't anything else somewhere on the streets. Nothing there. Nothing up the right side. And then that puts us just right back where the fight was with Cell. Cool, alright. All good, fantastic. So we've delivered the bait to the old man, we've got both of those gold capsules, so now we're at 19 out of 25. So, the primary objective, what is the primary? Nutting out a couple of things that we've put off. So we've got the main objective, which is back in the northern mountains, to go for the bunker behind Dr. Giro's lab. But first and foremost, I kind of want to head to Southern Continent actually and work on that level 15 barrier that we put off going into way back when we first tackled the androids. So I'm thinking we actually take a quick detour while we have the chance, and yeah, we try and nut this area out first, because we need to level up Gohan, but we also need to level up Vegeta. He's actually getting left behind, unfortunately. And he keeps flying in and out of scenes, getting more and more frustrated, and that's not going to do well for us. The biggest kicker at the moment, though, from memory, is the fact that even though we now have the chance to go in here and deal with scorpions, the real kicker, we don't have access to Vegeta because he just flew off. Even though he came over to where we were when we dealt with Cell, he's still doing his own thing because he's still very shaken from his fight with Android 18. So that means we've got Gohan, Piccolo, and Trunks who we can work on in the sandstorm of the desert of the Southern Continent. Now this area, we're a little more over-leveled for it now that we're in the high 20s, but getting this area sorted now with the size of it is a good idea. Because it's still filled with enemies from the northern mountains, which means it's not going to be pulling too many punches. I do love the sandstorm effect in this area, it is quite nice. They go to the effort of making this level 15 barrier seem worthwhile and very foreboding. And like, the scorpions are a nice change of pace. I'm just glad they don't do poison damage, that's the one thing. But like, the red ones are frustrating to say the least. Because they just, if they hit you, it's painful. Now, what are we doing with map-wise? Okay, that goes back to that area, and then we've got the right path here. So we've got a couple of branching paths through here, but I'm going to make sure I check every path so I make sure I get everything. Now, what have we got here? Oh, look at T-Rex! This is an actual proper T-Rex as a wild creature we can fight. Oh, wow! We haven't scanned one of you before. They make the ones from Legacy of Goku 1 look like a pushover. Thankfully, the Masenko has a nice arcing shot, which means we can deal with him from a distance and not risk killing ourselves in the process. They charge at you in the same fashion that the other dinosaurs do, so thankfully having the high ground meant we could get that gold capsule without any trouble. Now there's nothing here. For some reason I thought this was a breakable wall. I don't know why. No. But that power capsule that's up on the ledge there, we are going to have to go around to the other path to get over to it. So we're not quite done here. Nevertheless, we make good use of the time while we are here. It's at least good for Gohan's leveling, and then we've also got the level 25 barrier that's back at the start of the Northern Mountains that we can clear through on the way to Dr. Giro's lab, so this trip is not a wasted trip. It's all in good use. Plus, there's an endurance capsule here as well. But yeah, it's good to get this area nutted out now because it means that we don't have to worry about coming back to it later. At least that's the way I like to look at it. So, Okay, let's go down here, and we've just got the 2 tiger bandits that are guarding the capsule. Awesome. There we go. Alright, let's check the map first. No more branching paths from here, so we just have to make our way back out again. Yeah. If I'd done this when we first got access to this area, it would have ended very badly because Gohan would have been way too underleveled for here, and we would have had to go through only as Vegeta, and while he could have handled the Scorpions pretty well, the main thing I was worried about was the T-Rex. Because while the Big Bang Attack does put out a massive amount of damage when it explodes, I don't know if it would have had the same amount of versatility as using the Masenko from a higher up ledge. So I'm kind of glad that I waited until now to just nut it out nice and quickly. So I'm just glad to have that done. And I think that's the better way of handling that. So now that that's sorted, we can focus on getting back to the Northern Mountains and dealing with Dr. Giro's lab. So now that we've got the Scorpions all sorted, let's do that. Just because I can deal with them easier doesn't mean they don't hurt. Cool. Out of the way, please. Cool. And yeah, I guess that means next we'll be heading back to the Northern Wastelands. And now we're level 29, so we've caught up pretty decently, which is awesome. Okay, let's get out of here. So we've made some pretty good time, so I think we at least have enough time to go through Gohan's level 25 barrier before we make our way over to the lab. So let's do that first, and greeted with warthogs right away. Cool. Thank you very much. Awesome. Cool. Another gold capsule, that puts us at 21, which is pretty good. And do we have anything else up here? Yes, we have the screen up here. Oh, wolves! Fantastic! Grey wolves. I knew there was something else that made this place a little more dastardly. Just couldn't remember what it was. So, wolves. Fun, 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 fun. And tiger bandits walking in a circle. Cool. Probably the most underwhelming thing I would have expected to see. Would you knock it off? Actually, what have we got pathways? Only up. Was there anything at the bottom of the screen? No. But the fog is starting to thicken again. I'm worried. More tiger bandits and wolves at the same time. Fun! Fun, fun, fun. That's really what I'm looking forward to. Oh, would you stop it? Would you stop it? And that capsule. I would like that, please. Get out of my way. Cool, cool, cool. Level 5 strength capsule. Fantastic. Is that a path going up? I don't think so. I think that may actually just be everything for this area. Yeah, so unless there's a path hidden in the trees, which I don't think there is. Yeah, no, I think that's it for this area. Good. I could not honestly remember what was in the contents of that barrier, so I figured better to do it now on the return trip than to worry about it later. Alright, so we've got some solid headway to make. We've got a good game plan ahead of us, so we'll just start making our way back to Dr. Giro's lab. Come on, get out of the... Get out! Get! Thank you. Yikes. Jeez. Attacked by everything. Come on. Why are you throwing that charge at me? I'll charge at you. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. And back out we go. Okay. Alright, let's make some tripping back. Oh! The snakes are blue now! Fantastic! So, is the black water mist getting thicker, or is the area just getting more hostile? I don't know, but there are blue snakes and they are more dangerous than the purple ones. Look forward to that nonsense. I forgot about the snakes getting worse. Note to self. Fantastic. The things you learn and or remember. Awesome. Oi, knock it off. can't remember if anything else changes. It might just be the snakes. So I guess we'll see as we keep going. Alright, let's make our way over to Dr. Giroux's lab.
As their new foe Cell hunts down the androids, the Z-Fighters make their way to Dr. Giroux's lab. Can they destroy Cell in this timeline? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.